Hello everyone, welcome to Madrid Pulse. You got source of latest news, events, and everything happens in heart of Spain. Real Madrid have increasingly made it their modus operating to pursue the most talented teenagers in world football, continuing a trend that has brought them success in recent years. Their latest move in the market saw them secure the services of Brazilian sensation Endrick Felipe for a fee reported to be between 40 to 60 million euros. Endrick, who is regarded as one of the brightest young forwards in world football, is expected to join the club officially when he turns 18. This aggressive approach to youth recruitment underlines Madrid's long-term strategy of building a core of elite talents early, and the next name on their radar appears to be Abdellah Quazane. But before continue, make sure you have already subscribed for getting more real Madrid updates. Let's dive in. The 16-year-old midfielder currently plays for Ajax, having worked his way into the club's under-19 side despite his young age. Ouazane is highly regarded within the Dutch football system and gained wider recognition after starring for Morocco at the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations, where he was named player of the tournament. Although he previously featured for the Netherlands at Under-15 level, he has since pledged his international allegiance to Morocco. This decision could benefit him in terms of international opportunities, as Morocco's football federation is increasingly investing in youth development and talent identification across Europe. Ouazane's contract with Ajax is set to expire at the end of June, which has alerted a number of Europe's biggest clubs. According to reports first brought forward by journalist Javier Rodriguez and later confirmed by Marca, Real Madrid have already opened discussions with the player and his representatives. While there is no agreement in place yet, those close to the situation describe the talks as optimistic, with Madrid hoping to finalize a deal in the coming weeks. Ouazane is seen as a creative playmaker, capable of playing either behind the striker or in central midfield. His vision, technical ability, and composure on the ball have drawn comparisons to other Madrid youngsters, such as Arda Güler, who joined from Fenerbahce in 2023. If Real Madrid are successful in landing Ouazane, they will not only be acquiring another high-ceiling talent, but also beating out several of their main rivals. FC Barcelona, according to Sport, are also closely monitoring the midfielder's situation. The Catalan club has made a concerted effort to revitalize La Masia and supplement it with young international stars. Ouazane had reportedly been on their radar for some time, and Barcelona had hoped to bring him to their youth setup this summer. In addition to interest from Spain, Paris Saint-Germain have also emerged as a potential destination. The French giants, known for their own emphasis on scouting in France and the surrounding regions, see Ouazane as a player with considerable upside. Madrid's plan for Ouazane, should he join, is to initially integrate him either into the Juvenile A Under-19 team, or promote him to Real Madrid Castilla, the club's B team, now under the stewardship of former Madrid fullback Álvaro Arbeloa. This transition phase is critical in the club's development model. Ouazane would follow a pathway similar to what Güler or even players like Brahim Diaz have experienced: gradual integration through the youth or reserve teams before earning minutes with the senior side. The ultimate aim would be for Ouazane to catch the eye of Xabi Alonso, who is widely expected to take over the first team in the near future. At just 16 years of age, Abdellah Ouazane has already demonstrated qualities that suggest a high ceiling. His composure in high-pressure youth tournaments, versatility in midfield roles, and eye for a final pass all speak to a player mature beyond his years. Real Madrid's interest is not just a reflection of their scouting acumen, but also a statement of intent. They want to continue dominating not just in present-day football, but in the future as well. Whether or not they succeed in this pursuit remains to be seen, but their growing interest in Ouazane signals another chapter in their youth-centric recruitment revolution. Martin Zubimendi, currently one of the most promising midfielders in Spanish football, has been speaking openly about his future during an interview with Radio Nacional de España, given from the Spanish national team's training camp. Although he remains under contract with Real Sociedad until 2027 and carries a significant buyout clause of 60 million euros, the 25-year-old has sparked speculation about a potential move, especially with strong interest rumored from clubs like Real Madrid. Zubimendi was asked about his situation at Real Sociedad and whether he could see himself leaving this summer. The midfielder was careful with his words, but didn't rule out a change. "There are options," he admitted. "It seems like it's going to be a different, long summer, and I don't know how it will end." While he emphasized the importance of the UEFA Nations League and his current commitment to the national team, the uncertainty in his tone hinted at a possible departure from San Sebastian. Though he has long been a key figure in Imanol Alguacil's setup and deeply rooted in the club's values, Zubimendi appears open to exploring new challenges. A significant topic of conversation in the interview was his relationship with Xabi Alonso, a Real Madrid legend, and now a highly regarded coach. "I've always said he was my idol, and that for me it's a stroke of luck that I was able to be coached by him with the reserve team in a very important year," said Zubimendi. That statement, layered with admiration, also contained a certain hint of openness toward the idea of working with Alonso again in the future, perhaps at a club like Real Madrid, where Alonso is widely tipped to be a future manager. Pressed further about whether he would consider a move if Alonso or someone from Madrid were to call, Zubimendi was diplomatic but telling. "What if he calls me now? I don't like to talk about those hypotheticals. I prefer to talk about the present, because I also think it would be disrespectful to answer from the training camp," he stated. Despite his caution, his avoidance of a clear denial suggests he is not opposed to such a possibility, especially given the context of Real Madrid's potential midfield reshuffling following the departure of veterans like Toni Kroos. Zubimendi has long been admired for his calmness on the ball, tactical intelligence, and ability to control tempo, traits that would make him a natural successor to Madrid's iconic midfielders. Although he has turned down previous approaches, including rumored interest from Barcelona and Arsenal, the prospect of playing at the Bernabeu under a manager like Alonso could be a uniquely tempting opportunity. Unlike previous rumors that he was on the verge of joining Arsenal, a claim he publicly denied, Zubimendi didn't dismiss the possibility of joining Madrid with the same firmness. Indeed, he used the interview to clarify a recent incident that stirred transfer speculation. A few weeks ago, photos of him on a beach in Spain circulated online while rumors suggested he was undergoing medical tests with Arsenal. "Yes, I did it to make it clear that those rumors weren't true," Zubimendi explained, pointing out the false nature of the story and his commitment to transparency. His quick action to dismiss the Arsenal links stood in contrast to his far more reserved and cautious tone when speaking about Madrid, further fueling talk that Los Blancos might be on his radar. Though Zubimendi remains a player under contract at Real Sociedad and continues to speak respectfully of the club that raised him, there's a clear sense that he is not closing doors. With Madrid in need of long-term midfield reinforcement and the player's profile fitting perfectly into their philosophy, a transfer may depend only on whether the capital club decides to trigger his release clause. For now, Zubimendi stays focused on his national team duties, but his measured words suggest that Real Madrid is a destination he would seriously consider, if and when the moment comes. Dani Carvajal's contract expires on June 30th of next year, and he inevitably has to think about a possible future destination. Yes, it's clear that I've already said in an interview that the day I'm no longer here at Real Madrid, or the day we decide together not to continue, I would like to try another league other than Europe, and MLS is one of the candidates, the Real Madrid fullback commented in an interview with FIFA's official media. The Club World Cup, both the club and I personally, are very excited about. What's certain is that he'll be playing in the Club World Cup. On June 18th, Real Madrid will debut against Al Hilal. It's a new competition, and the Real Madrid players are eager to win back the trophy. At the end of the day, it's a new tournament, a Super World Cup, as its name suggests. The best teams in the world compete, and I think both the club and I personally are very excited about it. Mixing different types of football, different leagues, different continents makes it very special. This year we've already faced both Pachuca and Salzburg. We have that prior experience, and we're looking forward to that first day, the Spanish defender concludes. Many members of the Real Madrid squad are fully aware that the Club World Cup is not a friendly or summer tournament, but a competition of great importance, and they are prepared to give their all to win the title. Any trophy is important. You're competing against the other 31 best teams in the world who have made it this far on their own merits. That's why, in my opinion, this tournament has great value. It's something I want to be able to say I've won, said Jude Bellingham, also emphasizing the historic significance of becoming the first champions of the new format.